All right, we are up now. We are live. We'll start here in about 4 minutes for TV. Faith, we're at Lamar Pizza.
Yes, we are.
This food's unbelievable.
I feel like I'm already in a food coma now that I've had a slice of pizza.
You were already in a coma this morning.
I was this morning, but we've got
it was a lot of fun. Oh man, I'm telling you,
garlic,
phenomenal.
nuts.
See that butter dripping off that?
Yeah.
It's all fat-free, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Fat-free garlic knots here at Lake Martin Pizza.
That's how we keep this figure.
Speak for yourself. Yeah.
My Diet Coke.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep eating plenty of those and you'll look like me, right? Yeah, we'll go live here in just a minute. We got a lot to talk about here. If you joined us on the podcast this morning, big series win for Auburn in baseball this past weekend over Tennessee. We'll recap that. Softball finished their regular season with a series win over NC State. They get ready to go to the SEC tournament. They'll take on Alabama in the first round. So that's going to be interesting. That'll be fun. Didn't play each other this year. So looking forward to seeing how that plays out. Auburn softball playing really well right now. Some football recruiting that we're going to talk about. Pretty big name prospect this weekend. Kind of teased everybody with a tweet. So we talked about it this morning. We'll talk a little bit more about it today. You and I went through the schedule on Friday. I'm not too sure how many people saw it. First of all, let me just say we apologize for the buffering that went on Friday. It was not our fault. I don't know whose fault it was. I guess it was the internet's fault. It was the Wi-Fi. We tried like 4 different Wi-Fis and none of them worked. So we'll have that corrected next time we're down at Baumhauer's in Auburn. We do appreciate them. Really enjoyed being there. It was great weather, just like it is here today.
It's a beautiful day.
Look at this pizza, man. Look at this pepperoni pizza.
Golly. Gosh. Yeah. It's gorgeous outside. So if you're here, grab a pizza, sit outside. They've got cornhole over there.
It's eerily quiet right now. They got several people here already for lunch and have been coming in and out grabbing pizza. But we want to tell everybody and remind everybody that Lamar Pizza is open on Mondays. There are a lot of restaurants that aren't open on Mondays, but Lake Martin Pizza is for lunch all the way through dinner. So if you can't make it out here to lunch and hang out with us, look, got some T-shirts. If you're an Auburn fan or if you got an Auburn fan in your family and you come by and see us, we're going to give some T-shirts away here at Lake Martin Pizza today. So come on by and check it out. We shouldn't have to twist your arm to come eat some of this unbelievable pizza and garlic knots and everything else that they've got here. So we're about ready to get started here in just a minute for TV, and we'll be diving in. You can comment away there on YouTube and Facebook. We'll take your comments. And as always, we appreciate all our partners that allow us to come out here and do this. And
if you're on YouTube, in the description of the video, you'll have...
You're so proud of that, aren't you?
I am.
I'm proud of it, too, because now you can go directly to our partners.
To their pages.
It's a direct link.
If you want to join and be a part of it, my email's there as well. And you can text me or email me.
There you go. Email Faith.
Don't, if you're going to be weird.
We don't need weirdos. So, all right, we're starting the intro now. So we should be ready to go here in just a second.
And Lucy's here too, everybody. In case you were wondering.
Of course she is. When is she not with us?
Literally.
She's been making some road trips with us this fall too.
Yeah. I'm feeding her dog food.
She might sneak a garlic knot in a minute too. Wouldn't be surprised if she didn't get one of those.
The crust of the pizza.
That, yep. I've never seen a dog turn down the crust of a pizza before.
Dogs can't have garlic.
They cannot have garlic. That is right.
So no garlic knots for Lucy.
That's true.
Don't worry, guys. I love my dog. I wonder Copper.
Right. Well, I think we're up now, so I never heard back from Kane on that. I told him, tell me when to go, and so we're going to go. How about that? Welcome into the Auburn Blitz here on this Monday. We're on location. Obviously, behind us, you can see where we are. Late Mark Pizza Company on Highway 63, just down from Alexander City, right outside of Willow Point down here. Close to the lake, and we're excited to be on location. Our program brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply Stores, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, and Sensa Green.
For air that's cool and clean.
I did it again, right? I was a little bit fast. I should have just let you do the whole thing.
No, it's okay.
Okay,
yeah,
it's a good mix.
Yeah.
All right. Again, thanks to our partners on the program. We appreciate it. We've got a lot to talk about here over the next hour and a half. We're going to stay up probably another 30 minutes after we go off TV here. We're so glad. Let me thank Stacy and Marissa and Brett. Good name, by the way. And the staff here at Lake Martin Pizza. We'll be on they bought the other location on 49, hoping to open that up this Thursday. So they are super busy and excited to get that one done and up and running. But we're here on Highway 63, and they're open on Mondays, and that's important because a lot of restaurants don't open on Mondays.
Yeah, there's a lot of places not open. Today is Cinco de Mayo.
It is.
And they are open.
Absolutely.
On Cinco de Mayo this Monday, so.
And they got all kind of great specials. We'll go through those here in just a little bit. Where is there it is. We got the lunch special. Might as well just talk about it now.
Yeah.
2 slices and a fountain drink for $8.50, and you saw how big these pieces of pizza are. I mean, this is not like tiny.
Two that big.
And a drink, or you can go with a 1 slice salad and fountain drink for $11.75, and they have a chef special each and every day. It changes. Today's chef special was the Griff, and it is one of my favorites. So I had to get one of those, and they've got all these different ones that you can pick from, even if you don't want the chef special. But if you like chicken, bacon, ranch, shredded mozzarella, and ranch dressing, you love that pizza. I don't know that you could ever go wrong with bacon and chicken and ranch.
On bread.
I mean, what carbs, right? What carbs? But anyway, War Eagle, good to hear from y'all. Good to see you guys. Thank y'all so much. But come out to Lake Martin Pizza, and of course, you can build your own pizza, and you can do all kind of stuff here. And we appreciate our partnership. Love that we're going to be here throughout the summer. It's going to only get warmer, Faith, as we move along in the summer and then into football season. But let's start with Auburn baseball. As you and I came on the air, I showed you Auburn baseball now in the top 5 in the country, according to Baseball America. So when you look at the polls, you got Georgia, Texas, Arkansas, North Carolina, and the Auburn Tigers. And then right behind them, you got LSU. So look at it's like this in every sport, Faith. Every single sport is dominated by SEC teams. I mean, 4 of the top 5, 5 of the top 6 in the country are the SEC.
It's crazy. I mean, it just really goes to show how good this conference is in every sport. Like, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, if it's golf or basketball, football, everything, I feel like. So,
I mean, speaking of golf, we got the regional coming up at AU Club. Make plans for that. We'll talk more about that hopefully a little bit later on in the show. But a huge series win for Auburn in baseball this past weekend, and you and I talked about it this morning. And when you look at going to Tennessee, defending national champs, very, very good program. But Tony Vitello, I kind of let it be known this morning, kind of what I thought about him.
You went in a little bit on it, and
I don't think I'm off base.
I don't think you're wrong. Off base.
Right. No pun intended, right?
No, but seriously, I think you made a really good point just about how a lot of teams are carried by their coaches,
right.
And if that's the kind of coach that is disciplining these young men, if they're going to start
disciplining, I don't think you discipline anybody.
My point exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
If that's the way he acts and is showing those young guys that this is okay how to act, I think, I mean, there's a lot of messed up people in the world, but I just think that's just encouraging it and letting it keep going.
You know, look, I know it's kind of his nature. That's who he is. They won a national title last year. Probably should have a couple by now, but a couple of years ago, Notre Dame knocked them out of the Super Regional at their place. That may have been the best baseball team, one of the best college baseball teams ever not to win a College World Series. And not only did they not win it, they didn't make it because Notre Dame went there and beat them. And I think everybody in the country was pulling for Notre Dame and knocked them out. But they come back and they win a national championship last year. They're a good baseball team, but it's easy to pull against them because of the way they carry themselves on the field. They had an ejection yesterday. I don't know if Tennessee's going to appeal that. Tony Vitello got thrown out of the game. The game was pretty much over when he did it. It was more for show than it was anything, I think. When you look at the way he exited the game, I mean, it was almost like you were waiting on that to happen. You knew at some point in time he was going to show us, you know what, and he did. But it makes you proud of Butch Thompson and what he's been able to build at Auburn and what he's done with his team. I know last year wasn't the way the season anybody wanted it to go, including him. And, you know, the fact that anybody said that his job may have even been close to being in jeopardy was maybe the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I think that was very wrong. And, I mean, look now at how well Auburn's doing. I think you're going to have a bad season every once in a while. And that it doesn't mean that, you know, just kick your coaches to the curb and say, all right, we're done. We're going to get a new one.
He's one of the top coaches in the country.
Look at the way he's turned this season out of what we did last season.
You know, you look back last year, it was 27-25. I think they got off to an 0-12 start in conference play. Very similar to what softball did this year. But, you know, if you look at that, the rest of the way out, I mean, they were 500 or better in conference play. So they turned things around. They didn't make a regional, but in 2023, went 34-23, 17-13 the conference, went to a regional. 2022 went to the College World Series with a 43-22 record, 16-13. And then, of course, 21 was another one of those years. Like I said, you know, we've kind of been riding the wave, right? Kind of been a roller coaster, kind of been up and down with what you've gotten with Auburn baseball. But a couple of College World Series, a bunch of super regionals, and a bunch of regional appearances. Man, it was a dry spell beyond belief before Butch Thompson really came here and turned his program around and kind of reminding everybody about the state of Alabama and the deficiencies and the things that you don't have at your disposal with scholarships. And I know the NCAA's come back and changed some rules, which has helped a lot. But Mississippi, Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, Louisiana all had these different supplemental scholarships, and they were able to offer more than Auburn and Alabama, and it hurt the programs. I mean, not making excuses, but I remember Jay Jacobs writing an op-ed in the paper talking about this is the reality of baseball in the SEC in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, you see how it kills parts of the program.
But now that the NCAA has come back and upped the number of scholarships and done some things to kind of even the playing field, and of course NIL now playing a huge part. So that also, look, I know we complain about NIL a bunch, but NIL actually helped our baseball program because now we can go and offer some things that we probably weren't able to offer before.
Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Stuff, at least we know about it now.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm not saying that stuff wasn't going on before, but now it's out and open and everybody knows about it. So, but huge come back and dominate Tennessee in a 7-inning game yesterday.
After not playing the national anthem.
Yeah, I mean, that pissed Ike Irish off.
Yeah.
He talked about it. He had another good series. I thought. Of
course.
Yeah. Sam Dutton pitching, Chase Fralick behind the plate. Christian Chatterton coming in yesterday, thought he did really well. Just hitting the ball up and down the lineup. Should have swept. I mean, had a 4 3 lead going into the 9th inning. It was a weird series because of all the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lot of rain on Friday. Then it moved the game to Saturday. Had to resume, and then you were playing the second
45 minutes after.
Right. Then you had to play the second game. Then you get all the way to the end, and it's suspended because of rain in extra innings. Then you come back, you lose 5-4. And you turn around, like you said, 45 minutes later, and just
going again.
Just took it to them.
Yeah.
Had a 4-run third inning that propelled Auburn. And in a short game, in a short 7-inning game, when you have that 1 inning, 4 runs feels like 8 runs. And Tennessee had kind of exhausted all their pitching, so you knew if Auburn could tack some more runs on, they'd probably be able to take care of business. So, but yeah, that's it for baseball. Obviously, South Carolina coming in this weekend. Only won 5 games in conference play. Need to win this series.
Have to. And South Carolina's not.
They're terrible.
They're not good. So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to take all 3 wins and just go home with it.
Please. They need to sweep South Carolina. Only one team worse than South Carolina's Missouri, and they hadn't won a game. And I told you this morning, you've got to almost play harder to lose that many games than you do to. At some point in time, you're going to luck up.
Show up at that point, like
they
pitiful, must not be showing up.
They're terrible.
Oh,
they are horrific.
Yeah.
Of course, we didn't draw them this year. So, but now you got 2 series left. I don't even know who they play. But now, if you're one of those 2 teams, you're like, are they going to get their first win of the season against us?
Yeah. Could you imagine?
It was kind of like, was it Missouri in basketball that didn't win a game? Or was it Vanderbilt a couple years ago? I think it was Missouri last year. Didn't win a game, did they? In conference play? They were terrible. And you were scared to death when you played them because you're like, are they going to beat us?
Yeah.
I'm 99% sure it was them. Well, they've had some like the football team's playing pretty well, but their baseball team, the basketball team turned it around this year. It was a little bit better, but for the most part, they've kind of been sucking wind. So, all right, up against our first break here on the show. Again, we are live on location, Lake Mark Pizza, as you can see behind us on Highway 63, just outside of Alexander City, just outside of Willow Point, and glad that we're here and glad to be partnered with them. We're going to go ahead and go to our first break. Stay tuned. A lot more to come here on Auburn Blitz right after this. What's up, Wes? Tyler. It's a guy from Tyler from Russell Lands. All right, so great pizza, great atmosphere, people piling in. Come on out to Lake Martin Pizza and see us. Love to have you out here. How's the pizza, Faye? Tell everybody about it.
I just ate a garlic knot.
You ate a garlic knot?
Yeah. Very good.
The pizza's outstanding. If you got anything you'd like for us to talk about, comment away. We'd love to have you part of the program. Send us a comment, Facebook or YouTube.
This is what's left of my pizza.
Not a lot, but you got a whole nother slice over there. I have a feeling that one's going to be making it to the house.
In a to-go box.
In a to-go box. I think that one's going to go home with me too.
But of course, when I lift it up.
Of course, she smelled it and saw it. So.
Hi. What are you doing, Mama Lynn?
So on break here for TV. We're live on TV statewide. So we're still up on social media. So talk with us. Comment away. We'd love to hear from you. And come out to Lake Martin Pizza. If you've never been out to Lake Martin Pizza, this is the place to be, especially on Monday. One of the few places that are open. A lot of restaurants choose to take Monday off. They do not here.
I feel like I always have like stuff going on in front of me.
What?
Like at Lake Martin.
Yeah, you're
Country.
always at the angle where somebody's either playing golf or cornhole or something. So
if you guys see me looking over here this time, it's because I'm watching golf. Wait, no,
no,
I'm watching.
What? I was about to say, they're not teeing off over here.
I'm watching cornhole.
You like cornhole?
Yeah, we used to have, or my dad probably still has it somewhere, but Auburn
Cornhole boards.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah, my brother and I would play against each other. When we would do it in the basement, like we didn't do it outside, and you smacked it really hard on the board or whatever from throwing.
Oh yeah, in the dust.
Sometimes the alarm would go off.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm. Thinking somebody was breaking it.
Dang, y'all were slinging the heck out of it.
We would play so far away.
Right.
Because
Oh, you're pretty good? Pretty good? You kind of bragging a little bit how good your cornhole skills are?
Mm-mm. Now they have music going.
Yeah, finally. It comes and goes. We gotta get the tunes going out here.
Can you hear
That's
your
some
thoughts?
really, really good tunes going. I hear my thoughts all the time, unfortunately. I even drive myself crazy. All right, we got 30 seconds. We'll be back. Always afraid I missed the break. I'm like, man, these are long ones. But we got some really good people that are on their show and partner with us. So it's a good thing. One being Lake Martin Pizza right here. Love the garage doors and the way they open it up, especially to the outside here. And you can sit inside or outside. Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz here on location at Lake Martin Pizza. We want to thank our partners here on the program, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply Stores, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation.
And Sensa Green for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sensa Green.
And how nice is the weather out here today?
Oh, it's beautiful. We're actually in the shade. I did have a little shiver here a second ago.
A little bit of a shiver?
A little bit, but
we're on stage up here.
We are. I might sing.
It's where the live entertainment goes on. We thought you were going to sing a little bit, but you decided not to.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would watch anymore. But that's fine. Oh, I was going to say something else.
You're talking about the weather.
Oh, shiver. Yeah. Well, we're not going to be saying it's cold here anytime soon.
No.
It is about to get hot.
And summertime is upon us, and I can't wait. I'm just going to be honest with you.
I am excited.
Let's go back. Auburn's won 8 of its last 10 series. We didn't say anything about that. Auburn's won 8 of its last 10 series, and that's hard to do in this conference.
Yeah, it is. It is. Before the break we're talking about it, and it's just it just shows how hard and competitive this conference is.
And 5 of the top 6 teams in Baseball America are all SEC. Auburn's ranked 5th, LSU 6th. Georgia's now number 1. We did get swept. We were in those games. We got swept at Georgia. Got swept at Texas. They're number 2.
Yep.
So we had 2 sweeps there. But outside of that, we've either won the series or at least won a game in the other series. So we've done extremely well. Got 2 series left with South Carolina. And then the last one will be Ole Miss, who has the same record as us, 33-15 overall, same SEC record. As well at 13-11. So some of us have got a ringer over there. So as we got some guys playing some cornhole over here to our right. Here at Lake Martin Pizza. All right, so since we didn't get a chance to do this the right way on Friday, let's go down the schedule, Faith, and kind of I'm going to ask you the question. And there's 3 questions here. Either we are better than the team.
The roster.
The roster. We're talking about the roster. And who would you take? Would you take we're either better than them, we're equal to them, or we're not as good as them? So everybody's already making their preseason predictions. Even Auburn came out with what to wear for the home games already today. Yeah. We'll go over that here just a little bit as well. So really coming down the stretch here. I mean, boy, when spring gets done, I mean, it's a fast forward to football season. I mean, we'll blink and it'll be here. So,
which I'm excited about. But
absolutely.
I need to soak it.
Hey, let me just tell you something. I'm not trying to fast forward summer at all. So going to enjoy the summer. Going to get ready for some Auburn football.
You're going to enjoy one of your last turkey hunts.
Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's because it ends on Thursday.
Yeah, so it is going to be your last.
It is going to be my last. So tomorrow's going to be it. So
I hope you get one.
I do too. Thank you. I hope so too. It's been a grind this year for a lot of people. Some have had really good luck. I have not. So we'll see how that turns around tomorrow. Maybe it will. All right. So Faith, you and I have said this. We're excited about going to Baylor on that Friday.
I'm so excited. I've been to Texas once, and I really am excited to go to Waco.
Yep. Never been to Waco. Going to open up with Baylor. Very interesting game. Baylor's
got Walker White.
Yeah, good football program. He's not going to play though.
No. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's an interesting storyline for sure. Going to be going out there. So, looking at our roster, all we've talked about since spring football started is what you and I thought about this. We've broken it down. If anybody's watched us in the last 3 weeks, we've gone position by position, depth chart, the whole 9 yards.
Done it all.
Yes, we feel really good about this roster in comparison where it's been the last 4 or 5 years, and overall in the SEC. I think this roster is ready to compete. There's still a lot of unknowns, obviously, but the talent level is there. I think the talent level is definitely taken several steps up, notches up. So opening up on August 29th against the Baylor Bears. So we head out there. Now, again, I want to take into effect where we're playing the games. I think that matters too. I mean, obviously on the road is definitely – you can still have an equal roster or even a better roster, but going on the road to some of these places can be rough. All right, so we'll start with Baylor. Who are you taking here? I mean, are you taking Baylor's roster or are you taking Auburn's roster?
I think Auburn's roster all the way. I think anybody that watches football is probably going to say that.
I think we're a 1.5 point favorite early line.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I can't stress this enough, and I think you and I and Jason have talked about this over and over and over. Not only just don't need to go out there and win the game, need to win it convincingly, really for their own sake, not to prove anything to anybody else. I guess you are trying to prove something to somebody else, but really for their confidence to go out there, maybe get a 2-touchdown win on the road against Baylor.
Just shut everybody up.
Right.
Like, that's what I'm sick of. I'm sick of hearing, oh, Auburn this, Auburn y'all are bad, whatever. I'm ready just to have everybody shut up after a good win.
We've kind of worn it though, you know. We've had 4 losing seasons. So yeah, the only way to shut everybody up is to go win some football games. We'll do it through a couple of these. Actually, we'll stop there. We'll go to our next break here on the show. We come back, we'll finish the schedule up to talk about some recruiting, some big time recruits that Auburn's eyeing to add to this class, and some other things that we have going on with Auburn Blitz that we'll keep you updated on as well. So up against another break. Stay tuned. A lot more to come here. Live on location at Martin Pizza right after this.
They're just so good. I can't.
You can't stop eating them, can you?
No, you eat.
Just
some.
no, you eat them. Kill them. Man, they look good. They're just sitting there, just soaking in that butter. I'm going to. I'll eat, but I'm gonna let you just keep eating. They're too good, aren't they? It's like what is it? What potato chip company is it? Can't just eat one. Is it the Golden Flake or Lay's? I don't know which one it is. Anyway, their slogans. Can't just eat one. So.
Do you eat chips?
I have. I mean, I do, but not a lot.
I'm not the biggest chip bro.
I mean, depends on. I just don't pick up a bag of chips to eat chips.
That's what I mean.
I mean, if we're cooking out and hamburgers and hot dogs, and that's what people's got. Yeah, we'll throw some chips on there.
Mm-hmm.
So, bag of chips. Yeah, I mean the little snack bags. I'll eat some of those sometimes. That come in the box that you had for lunch and all. For a snack every once in a while. Tried to lay off the chips and stuff lately. Trying to do better all the way around.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, I'm just such a snacker.
It's hard not to snack. Then you go out on the lake and
Everybody's
snacking, man. Everybody's eating just whatever's on the boat. Tony said the two best pizza restaurants in Central Alabama, Lake Martin Pizza and Fox's Pizza Den in downtown Prattville. Never been to Fox's, Tony. I have to check that out when we're down in Prattville. But there's no doubt Lake Martin Pizza, this is some of the best pizza that you'll have. And their menu's great. We'll talk about some of their specials and what they do. You can do this lunch special every single day. They have a daily chef's choice. Monday through Friday. I'm just thinking of the week. I'm not even thinking about the weekends.
I know.
But they are open on the weekends too. So
open Sundays?
Yes, they're open Sundays, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. So we've come down here several times after church, and beautiful day, be outside, great place to come and hang out, eat some great pizza. Hey, they got salads too here, by the way. Very, very good.
Oh, it just got bright.
You got bright out there for sure. Be coming back from break for TV here in just a minute. So again, comments, guys. If you want to come by here, got T-shirts up here. Some people are nervous to come approach us when we're doing the show. I mean, they did that at Baumhauer's. They'd walk by and they'd wave. And you think it's Lucy? I'm scared of Lucy?
No.
She's a deterrent. She is a very built. Looks can be deceiving though, right? Because she is really, really sweet.
She's perfect.
I'm not sure Copper would be scaring anybody off. They'd be coming up here trying to pet him for sure.
And then he'd start yapping.
Yep, he'd bark at him. He wouldn't bark at him if he's sitting up here with us.
He wouldn't?
No, not up here with us. He wouldn't. First 10 people get a free pizza. How about a shirt, Justin? Let's do that. So
Watch.
yeah, she's paying attention. All right, 30 seconds.
Dynami? Good girl.
Hey, as we move along with Lake Martin Pizza, we may do some things to give away some pizzas. So we gave away gooey fries at Baumhauer's, and so we may do some giveaways. Talk with Marissa and Stacy and see what we can do there. Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz, brought to you by Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply Stores, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation.
And Cincy Green. Okay, I'm used to you saying the first part.
I'm just
every
letting you do
single
it
time.
every time.
Cincy Green Prayer that's cool and clean.
Cincy Green, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply Stores, and J.A. Smith. Congratulations again to Alexander and Allison on their wedding this past weekend. They part of Jay's.
You and Kim looked so good.
Well,
there.
thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Thank you. Kim makes me look a lot better when she's in the picture with me, for sure, 100%.
And Braden was there too.
Braden was there.
He looked nice too.
Alex, J.A.'s one of his best friends, Alexander's son. So, yeah, all the buddies were there. It was a good time. The weather held off just in time. The rain came in about 45 minutes after the wedding. Everybody was already having a good time by then. Faith, I don't think anybody cared that it was raining.
Yeah.
So y'all had a good time too this weekend?
We did. We celebrated Mother's Day with my family because I will be out of town this weekend for graduation.
And reminder, everybody, it is Mother's Day coming up this weekend. So
on Sunday.
You better take care of your mom out there. Better take care of your mom. Big time stuff there.
My mom, we got some steaks from Pepper Tree.
You placed the order at Baumhauer's. Instructed them to go right across the road to Pepper Tree.
I told them, I said, guys, it's time for you to go over there. And they did. And I can assure you that was some of the best steaks I've ever had. Reese and I finished our plates completely.
not a scrap left.
Oh no, my mom gave me like some of hers too.
I'm not surprised. You love it. That's a great segue into. It's halfway through the show. Pepper tree steaks and wine. I mean, just talked to Paula just a minute ago.
Yeah,
they've got some really cool stuff coming up here in the month of May. Outlive is doing a wine tasting, not a wine testing. I guess it's a wine testing. You can say what
test if you like it or not.
Absolutely. But the event will be on Wednesday, May 14th at Pepper Tree in Auburn. We're going to have a QR code that we're going to be able to put up tomorrow. But make sure you put that on your calendar, May 14th. And we will give you a lot more detailed information about that. But in the meantime, if you're looking for great food, Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine is the place to go in Auburn, East Glen, or in Montgomery on Pepper Tree. Can't go wrong. Like Faith just said, the steak,
and
maybe a
number
potatoes.
One. And twice baked.
Y'all ate great this weekend.
Oh my gosh.
And you're eating great again.
I know.
I mean, here we are at Lake Martin Pizza.
I'm going to get fat from this job.
No, just impossible. I don't see that happening.
Lucy's going
to get fat and Lucy don't care. She's like, you just keep on.
I take her on enough walks.
Keep on funneling the food over here.
She's my garbage disposal.
She will eat it all. Most dogs are. I don't know that many dogs would turn down any of this. Okay, so we said Baylor. We're going to go ahead and say 1-0. Yeah. Just breaking this schedule. Look, if you fought through the buffering on Friday and you're like, why are they doing this again? I had some people say, hey, can y'all redo that segment? Because we caught some of it and then some of it we didn't. So, again, we apologize for that. We're going to redo that. When we get to Baumhauer's next time, we will definitely make sure the Wi-Fi is.
We're going to bring like a router.
I may just bring a tower and stick it up. I'm like, this is unacceptable here. But the Wi-Fi is working outstanding here at Lake Martin Pizza. All right, so Baylor 1-0, definitely taking our roster over there. Yeah. Ball State, 2-0. South Alabama,
our roster
3-0. Now here comes the fun part. Oklahoma on the road on September 20th. It's a good day.
It's your birthday.
It's my birthday.
Yeah.
So
he keeps saying that I'm not going to remember, and I'm going to make him feel really sad because he forgot my birthday.
I did. I have to admit, I'm not going to lie. I'm not a liar. I did. How I did that, I don't know, because I know we talked about it. And then it was I'll eat that one. How about that?
It's okay.
Just said y'all don't overlook Baylor. Dang good QB. I'm not overlooking Baylor. I'm just saying, whose roster are you taking? I'm saying we're taking Auburn's roster. I think Auburn's got a better roster. They do have a great quarterback, and they've got a good coach, no doubt about it. But I'm taking Auburn. And, if we're going to get out of this funk ever, you got to go take care of business. And so Auburn's got to take care of business with Baylor. Going to take care of business at home against Ball State and South Alabama. Now we get to that September 20th date in Norman, Oklahoma.
Yeah, that game is going to be a tough matchup for sure, just because both teams are, I feel like, equal roster.
Have you decided that we're probably equal there? I think I've talked you into it.
I want to say that yes, okay, whatever. But I think being on the road, it is going to be hard because I don't know who commented last time, but it's a battle between the quarterbacks of who's going to be the better team. Did I say that or did somebody? I don't know. But on the road games, that's where it's going to make the biggest difference.
We should have beat them last year here. Of course, Jackson Arnold was benched for that game, and he's our quarterback now. And I think that'll be a little bit extra motivation maybe for him to go back out there. And but they go pick up John Mateer, and in my opinion was the best quarterback in the portal this past year. Oklahoma goes and gets him. They go out and get Jay Knott from Cal. We know about Jay Knott, the running back. Didn't really play very much. Didn't really have a good game against us this past year, but then he got about killed the year before. Mm-hmm. I'm still trying to remember who it was that slammed him on his head in Cal. But anyway, he's a smaller back, but really, really good. So Oklahoma picks up him. But they pick up John Mateer, who is the transfer from Washington State. His stats, I don't have them in front of me right now. I'll try to pull them up. But anyway, bottom line is I thought he was probably the best quarterback in the country in the portal. We'll get to that here in a minute. It's not really that important because we're just kind of going through. So what's your thoughts on that, Faith? Going to be tough.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, like I said, the battle between the quarterbacks, and that's going to be kind of how we're going to have to figure out if we're going to win. I mean, again, I think we should have won last year for sure. It was a heartbreaker and a really disappointing game, but I think it's going to be a very well fought game, and I think we're coming back this year with a much better roster. And Oklahoma didn't have a lot of their wide receivers.
I think 4 of them were out.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Which was really good for us because we
should have won the game. Period.
Well, yeah, but if they would have had the 4 receivers, they would have
been a little bit better for them for sure. But
yeah.
Here's his stats and pulled them up. I'll let you read them all.
Oh, in 2024, he threw for 3,139 yards and 29 touchdowns with 7 interceptions, completed 65% of his passes, and ran for 826 yards and 15 scores. So
unbelievable numbers.
Yeah, is
unbelievable.
A dual threat quarterback that is going to be able to really make an impact out on the field. And him getting to Oklahoma is just going to be an even better.
And if my memory serves me correctly, I think he was the number 1 player in the portal in the first cycle. So tremendous talent coming from Washington State, put up unbelievable numbers, ran the ball well. Dual threat. True. I mean, when you run for 836 yards and then you throw for 3,100, I mean, those are unbelievable numbers. And so Auburn's going to have to face that. So I told you I thought we'd lose that game. I hate it. It sucks, but we'll stop there. We'll come back from break. We'll finish up breaking the schedule down and then kind of get to some football recruiting. But so what are we, 3-1 at this point?
Yeah.
So, okay. All right, everybody stay tuned. More to come here on the Auburn Blitz right after this.
I don't like that start to the first of 6. Like, back half. I
Right.
don't like that.
Right.
That makes me sad.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll go out there and we got Texas A&M right after that.
A happy birthday heartbreaker.
That'll suck. Used to play LSU almost every year on my birthday, so I was used to my fair share of disappointments.
My brother's birthday is November 16th, and so we would always,
Yep.
Except I think this year it was ULM, so I think he had a good birthday.
Yeah, right. 2 years ago when New Mexico State, it wasn't.
No.
That's up. Tyler, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man.
I'm going to go get more drink. Do you need anything?
I'm good. Thank you so much.
Yep,
a couple more segments for TV guys, and then we'll stay on here on social media, YouTube. Hey, Tyler, that's Faith. I want y'all to meet real quick. So Fox's has a 90-inch pizza. Good God. Yeah, Lake Martin Pizza here, man, this is the place. And they've got one on Highway 49. We'll be at that location some too throughout the next several months. So make sure you check them out, both ends of the lake, the north end of the lake and the south end of the lake. So make sure you check them out. Yes, sir. Tyler from Do It Center, Justin. Always good to see Tyler, one of our partners here on the show. It's how we start our show every day. Brought to you by Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply Stores.
And Cincy Green. That's cool.
You're the official spokesperson for Cincy Green.
I should be. T-Bone. Where's my check here?
That and
what are these?
Just little fuzzy things.
I know. Whenever I take her on walks, I always see them everywhere.
Justin, the margarita pizza is phenomenal. Yep. I mean, I don't know what hit in here. I mean, people that love wings, they got a wingy dingy. A wingy dingy pizza here. Hot wing sauce base, red onions, chicken, blue cheese crumbles, shredded mozzarella, and a ranch swirl. I mean, so the Griff is one of my favorites. I had a piece of that today. Ranch dressing, bacon, chicken, shredded mozzarella. I mean, does it get better than that? Good number of people coming through here at lunch today. He's already left, Justin. He kind of did the wave. Faith got to meet Tyler.
I did.
So
I had to go get some more of my DC.
And
he said, "You're hanging out with him all day."
Yeah, I heard that.
I said, "All day, every day."
That's right. Yep. Feel sorry for you.
Yeah, so tough over here.
People feel sorry for Faith for having to deal with me.
You know,
that's what people tell Kim all the time too. All right, 30 seconds. What else?
Christian Chatterton pitches his way to SEC Freshman of the Week honors.
How about that?
Let's go. Co-Freshman of the Week.
It's good though.
Let's go.
About to come back here. Couple more segments for TV. We need some music out here. Where does the music go? Now I have to ask Stacy about the music, the ups and downs of the music here. The pizza and the food is on point. All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Couple segments left here on the show today. We're glad that you have joined us, and keep the comments rolling in. Highway 63 Lake Martin Pizza Company open on Mondays, so make sure it's like right there over your shoulder.
I know. I was like, when I saw that, I didn't put the connection that
there it is.
It's on Highway 63.
Yeah, I was just glad that you didn't go to the other location. You were trying your best.
I was just confused
to go to the other location.
I was
confused. This morning.
But
come out to Lake Martin Pizza, and again, a lot of people came through for lunch here. Heading back to work now as it gets close to 1 o'clock. They'll open for dinner tonight. So, and on Sundays, they're open on Sundays. So make sure you come out here after church. We do that a bunch. It's a great place to come and hang out. And
when I was inside, they were making a lot of to-go orders. So always busy.
And the lunch special here, you can't go wrong. 2 slices of pizza of your choice and a fountain drink for $8.50. Are you kidding me?
Where can you get that?
It's unbelievable.
Nowhere.
Well, you know, the thing about it is all the places that we're partnered with, all the food joints, the specials that they have are unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
It's your fault if you don't take advantage of it. I mean, I'm just telling you.
Yeah, it's your fault.
It's your fault. It's your fault. Don't blame anybody but yourself. So, all right. So let's go back to the schedule here.
So Brett already has us losing against Oklahoma when it's the back half of the first 6 games that we've talked about that are so important. So,
but
thanks, Brett.
You're gonna like this next game. I've got us beating Texas A&M.
I know, and I mean, I think that'll be a fun one.
So what is that? 4-1?
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go lose to Georgia.
See here now, you are being a Debbie Downer. I mean.
You had us losing to them, too.
I said I did, but I'm just like, gave me hell for picking us to lose to Oklahoma. So I thought I'd reciprocate with you with Georgia as much as you hate them.
I do hate them.
And me too. Me too.
I want us to beat them.
Let's stay on track. Roster-wise, who are we picking?
Oh, yeah. Wait, for Texas A&M or for Georgia?
I skipped Texas A&M. I took Auburn.
Oh, yeah.
You did too.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll just skip them. We'll fast forward it. All right, Georgia. We're getting better. Our roster's coming up, but it's not quite there yet. So as much as it pains you and me both.
I'm still not even going to say it. I mean,
you just ignored it Friday anyway.
I did. And I'm going to do it again.
Okay, I'll say it. Unfortunately, we're just not quite there yet. Now, it's at Jordan-Hare Stadium.
Anything can happen.
It really can, and we've been really close the last couple times they've been there. You know, if we could just decide to cover Brock Bowers, I mean, you probably win the game. All right, so let's just say L. So we're 4-2, all right, in the first 6. Then we go on a run here. Missouri, who you taking? I mean, let's be honest.
Auburn.
Even though we let a kid that went to the hospital come back and beat us last year, I'm going to go with Auburn at home. Better roster, just a better roster than the Arkansas Razorbacks.
I'm taking our roster.
Taking our roster too. So that's a dub, right?
Yeah.
Tony said he's taking Auburn over Georgia, and he's a Bama. He thinks we're going to knock. Look, this isn't.
I love that.
There you go. See?
Bringing some liveliness back over
If
here.
we beat, how crunk is it going to be to finally beat Georgia?
I don't think anybody understands. I will start crying.
Well, you can't cry on the field.
Tears of joy.
I guess they'll probably storm the field. So we just try to not get run over.
Yeah, I need
down
to
there.
not get on the opposite side of the field
Yeah.
somehow by everybody pushing me.
Right.
That was
right.
awful.
Yeah, you were on the field during the storm.
Texas A&M.
Braden was there too. He's on the field crew. I mean, just think about him. He was having to go. They had to get everything off the field while everybody was storming the field. So
I couldn't even. I took my vest off and I was like, all right, everybody thinks I'm a student now.
yeah,
I was like,
get out of the way.
like, guys, I have to
Get out of the
get
way.
out of here.
All right, so Arkansas taking Auburn.
Yeah.
Right?
And then Kentucky.
Really
Taking
I really
Auburn.
think Mark Stoops may be in trouble this year. I
You
mean,
think so?
I think it's kind of played its way out.
Yeah.
I think the end of his tenure may be now at Kentucky. Vanderbilt, Diego Pavia, who's sick of him? Raise your hand. There you go. Tired of that guy, and gonna have to see him one more time.
How old is he? I know. I'm sorry. I'm
now
sorry.
they've got a Diego Pavia rule. So the JUCO rule.
Oh, yeah, because of him.
Yep.
Yeah. He's ancient.
He is ancient. We might Google that here. If anybody knows, let us know.
Like what? Him and Deuce Knight, they probably have 6 years in between each other.
Justin said, Faith's channeling her Jim Hardy going to have us going undefeated before the season. Just optimistic, right?
I'm just sick of being bad.
I am too.
So
maybe we're trying to overload it with positive vibes, and that's going to help. Lucy, what's up? What's up? She's like, you got a piece of pizza there. You want to share? All right. We're going to beat Vanderbilt, Nashville. We got a better roster than them. We're not
Lyndon,
going
we're
to
coming and staying at your house.
No, without a doubt. So it's about time to get Lyndon back on the podcast.
I know,
She's been too busy on the streets of Nashville covering the Bill Belichick thing with Outkick, which was hilarious, by the way.
Yeah.
She was asking a bunch of girls would they date a 74-year-old man. And one girl actually said, my dad probably wouldn't like it, but it just depends on how much money he's got.
I would literally say, let's ask the fathers.
Oh God!
What would you do if
just don't bring it up. just stop. Just stop. It's not going there. What would Ed do?
Oh my gosh!
Kill somebody?
I don't. I mean, it's way older than my dad. My dad would freak out.
By the way, we're a minute over from break. Let's take another break. We come back. We'll finish the show. We'll keep it up going on social media. It's just too much fun. Here at Lake Martin Pizza Company on Highway 63, you can see the pointing finger right there at the signs. One more segment coming up right after this.
I think
Ed would have an aneurysm, and so would I. I don't know what I'd do.
If my father heard the words come out of my mouth that says,
Hey,
Daddy,
Dad.
I'm seeing somebody at 74.
He'd be like, okay, April Fools.
He would say, Faith Elizabeth, no, you're not. And I'd say, no, I can make my own life choices. He said, no, you can't.
No.
He'd be like, I think you need to go.
Not making that life choice. I'm telling you. I know we talked about it a little bit. Was it Friday? I can't remember.
I don't know. Every day is the
Bill
same.
Belichick. And everybody's analyzing this. He's completely changed his personality.
She is his personality.
I think she's crazy.
I hate couples like that.
It's just weird. anyway. I mean, it's just weird. I mean, it's just very apparent why she's doing what she's doing. Like, I think his family's like genuinely concerned. Like, if
does he think she actually loves him?
there's no way. There's no way. I mean,
he just wants to be with a smoke show.
That, and I mean, I guess they're both using each other. I mean, I guess if you just kind of come to grips that you're using me for this and I'm using you for this, what does it matter?
Sad, but whatever.
This world we live in. Buddy,
Thank goodness it's not me.
Yeah, I would. If you came up to me and said, "Hey, by the way, found me a 74-year-old man," I'd be like, "All right."
Even if
Let me call Ed.
Even if it was a 40-year-old man, my dad would be like,
Should be.
Yeah.
Should be. That's anyway.
Weird.
That happens probably more than you think, though.
It does. It sure
That happens
does.
more than you think. All right, let's see. Where are we on time, Kane? Just let me know, Kane. We're gonna finish the schedule up. No, we're not going to be undefeated, unfortunately. But I think we're going to be borderline playoff.
Let me be one of the coaches. I'll
beat one of the coaches.
No, let me be.
Oh, I thought you were going to be.
No,
say, what
please. No, I don't.
Why are you going to beat one of the coaches up?
No.
Now, if they start making some bad calls.
Hey, everyone, listen here.
Yeah.
I've got it.
I'm going to put a headset on you, and you're going to call the plays.
Yeah, well.
Maybe in the Cal game or the Arkansas game last year would have been a better idea.
Thank you.
Couldn't have done much worse.
I feel like,
of course, the quarterback needs to throw it to the right team. That helps too. So,
yeah,
start with that. For all you social media people watching and listening, stay with us. We're going to be up for another 25-ish minutes after we go off for TV here at 1. So we'll dive into some of this recruiting stuff.
You can hear us just chit chat here.
That's right.
Lake Martin Pizza on.
So here comes the music again. I mean, it's like you got 30 seconds. I mean, it just pops up every once in a while.
Look, there's another camera on us right there.
It is. That's the security camera.
Mm-hmm.
We're up here on the stage where they have the live entertainment.
Where I might sing for everybody that's watching
on
social media after.
Right. Come out to Lake Martin Pizza for dinner. Lunch crowd has made their way through and gone. All right. Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Final segment here on the TV side of things. We're going to stay up for probably another 25 minutes or so here at Lake Martin Pizza, taking you up to about 1:30. So if you're looking for a late lunch, come on out. I guess technically an early dinner if you're eating that. I mean, if you want to come out here about 2 or 3, but they're going to be open tonight for dinner. Their lunch special goes on till 2:00. So you can eat a late lunch. So if you're watching this, you're like, I ain't been to lunch yet. I'm just going to zip down 63 and go give me 2 slices of whatever pizza I want and a drink for $8.50. This is the only place I can remember inflation not killing to this point, because not only these pieces of pizza are massive, and get you an order of garlic knots to go with it. So kind of go this way with it. There you go.
I don't get the inverted part of it.
There we go. Big slice of pizza there.
The pepperonis are like the size of bigger than my eye.
They're way bigger than your eye. If your eye was that big, I'd be worried about
Almost the size of my palm.
There you go. So, yeah, way bigger.
Lucy's,
the size of your eye.
Lucy's having a performance, I think.
So she's gonna grab a mic here. All right, let's finish this schedule. The schedule that never ends.
Mercer.
Win.
Hey, that'll be my brother's birthday win.
That's your brother's birthday win. All right, then Alabama. Hey, Chat GPT. What the hell? The W. I like Chat GPT for that, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so Who do we lose to? We got Oklahoma, Georgia. Is that it? Is that all we picked?
So you're saying that we're winning against Alabama?
I'm saying we win at Alabama. We're going to win one of those two games.
It's not at Alabama.
All right. No, I said against Alabama.
Oh, I thought you said
No.
that.
Against Alabama. So, I mean, are we really? I mean, again, I'm not going against what I said. I'm Missouri this year. I'm show me state. But I mean, when you go through this, I guess the point of doing this is roster wise. Alabama's probably got a little bit better roster than Auburn, but it's at Jordan-Hare. I think by then a lot will have played out. Kalen DeBoer, he's on the hot seat too. I don't care what you say. He won 9 games. I know it's the first coach in Alabama history to win 9 games his first season, but nobody even cares up there because they didn't make the playoffs. They didn't make the SEC championship game. So Chat GPT for all of you out there have us playing Georgia in the SEC championship game
And losing
again. But the more I think,
what does Chat know?
They know that we're winning. What they have is winning 10 games.
Yeah.
And going to the playoffs. I like that. I told you, I'm like, and then when you saw it was twice losing Georgia, like, I don't want to do that. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'll take a 10-win season right now. So, all right. So with reality, I think 8-4 is definitely manageable. 9-3 for sure. After 8-4, 9-3, somewhere in that 8-4, 9-3 is definitely manageable based on this schedule, based on the roster comparison, all that.
I think so too. I think we have to.
I think Coach Freeze has to.
I think, and I still stand by what I said.
A 7-win or anything below 7 wins is a massive disappointment. I don't care what we've done the last 4 years. This roster, the level of recruiting, going out and getting the quarterbacks you want, the offensive line being the most experienced position group on the entire team. Faith, it's all laid out for everybody right there. It's all laid out for Auburn to be really good this year.
If we go into the first 6 games and we are 3-3, do you think Hugh is?
There'll be pressure, but I think he's just going to have to get to the back half.
Yeah. I think
3-3 is going to put things in a real precarious situation. We need to be
5-1,
5-1 or 4-2 at the worst.
Yeah.
Out of the first 6 games to give us a chance to do what we need to do.
Right.
Because if you go 4-2, you've definitely got 4 more games on the schedule that you should win. So that puts you at 8. But I guess it goes right back to what Justin said and the importance of the Baylor game, and better win that game. Because if you don't win that game, you are behind the 8 ball right out of the gate.
I don't think we can afford that at all.
No. And now, worst case scenario, you lose Baylor, Oklahoma, and Texas A&M like you're saying, man, you're in deep, you know what. Best case scenario, what if you happen to win all 3 of those games and you're undefeated going into Georgia? Man, now everybody's talking about a whole different story. But that's what we do here in the month of May is we speculate. And everybody speculates, and we break all this stuff down. But I think what we're saying is realistically, our roster's in better shape. What are you laughing at?
Because we're in May. We're speculating, and it's just because we have nothing else to look forward to up until football season.
Well, we're trying to finish a good baseball season here. So our baseball team's number 5 in the country, by the way.
They are.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for the Auburn Blitz TV side of things. Again, thanks to Lake Martin Pizza for letting us come out here, do our show on location, and we will see you guys tomorrow for another edition of the Auburn Blitz podcast for Faith. I'm Brett saying we've enjoyed it. Well, PF, see you next time. All right, we're not going anywhere, though, guys. We're back. So, we are speculating, but I'm telling you, you and I both feel like, what are you laughing about?
I just think it's so funny because it's like whenever we are like not on the podcast or something, we're talking about what we're going to talk about, and you're like, yeah, it's like everyone's just breaking down football. Like, I know we've done it a lot, but like And it's just, I mean, it's true. It's because like we're really looking forward to football, and everybody is.
I think we're just ready for,
And
like you said, it's just turn it around. I mean, just not be terrible. I mean, how about that? I mean,
I just think it's so funny just because it's like we're really.
Guess what we're going to be doing for the next 2 months? Probably continuing to break down football because there's other people that are going to be coming in the portal. We're going to be talking about official visits. We're going to talk about.
Sorry,
she's just leaving.
No, I need to stand up.
I mean, she's just gonna.
I need to stand up.
You look like, I don't know. You're like part of the sign.
Like
you look like you're part of the sign.
I look
back
like
there.
Slenderman.
Right.
I just need to stand up. My legs.
Just got tired of sitting.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Lake Martin Pizza Company here in just outside of Alex City. You go down 63, just outside of Willow Point in this area. There's the sign. Do you even know who Vanna White is?
Who?
Vanna White on Wheel of Fortune. The lady that turns the letters.
Oh.
Like you look like you're pointing at.
I wish it would light up.
It probably does. It's just not time for it to light up right now. So
yeah, no.
But
we just saw breaking. I guess it's not really breaking. I don't.
Talking about Christian Chatterton.
Yeah.
Co-freshman of the week.
Co-freshman of the week for baseball.
Speaking of way too early things, what to wear to the football games this fall?
Yeah, that's now come out too.
I mean, so everybody's like so excited. So the Ball State game is fan choice.
Your choice, whatever you want to wear.
That's right.
If you want to wear orange or blue, wear orange and blue.
Homecoming is on September the 13th.
Is it always that early?
No.
Oh.
It's never that early.
That's what I thought.
So.
But wear white.
So white out. Have we ever had a white? Yeah, we've had a white out before.
Yeah, and it's always raining on the whiteouts. It is. That's kind of a, I don't know what to say on that. It's kind of a like befitting or a little fun joke kind of. When I was in Oxford this past year for their home opening game, it was a whiteout and it was storming and everybody started doing the mud slide. Oh God. Before the game in the Grove. So just come on in all nasty and muddy. I was like, what? You need, like, literally people needed power washers to wash them off after because they were so dirty and gross. God almighty. Yep. Anyway. When you're drunk, just go slide in the mud. People don't care. Nobody cares. All right. Georgia, you're going to wear orange. You're going to wear orange. All the girls are going to have their spray tans on, blending in with everybody in the orange. Just orange skin, orange clothes. So. Yeah, then it can't bleed onto your clothes. Don't even care at that all point. Those Newlies are going to be coming back with so much spray tan. Anyway. So make sure for the October 11th Georgia game, you get your spray tan on. Yeah. Maybe we get a sponsor for that game. Power Strike game, October 18th against Missouri. They'll be posting. Do you like the Power Strike game? It's kind of cool. I think it's cool when people do it right. The drone shot of it and you can see everybody. I think that's really cool. And then the people that there was one year I didn't know about it. And so I showed up in the section so confused. And look at what's going on that TV. What is going on the TV? Oh. You talking about Draymond Green? Which one am I looking at? Yeah. Is it? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. David said Georgia State in 2021 was early in September. Yes. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. So, but most of the time it's not that early. You would point that out. I'm sorry. No, but it's true. I'm like, what am I looking at? Then I was like, is that what I think she's talking about? So. Anyway, observing. You were very observant on that. One of the, how many TVs they have out here? 5, 6? 6. Wait, 6. There's 6, 7. We're looking at. Where do you see? In these corners, that is 5, right? 6, 7. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, I like the power stripe. And then for Kentucky, where Navy.
Hey, I think that's military appreciation.
It is.
It is.
Military appreciation.
Don't you love the flyovers?
I love the flyovers.
Those are so dang cool.
They're so cool. They will bring me to tears.
It brings a lot of people to tears. I mean, I look over and Kim's in the stands we're and Brindley's just like me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we look over and she's crying, and Brindley's like, "What is wrong with you?"
I'm
and it's like
beautiful.
so patriotic and stuff. We're overwhelmed here.
It is. I love it. And then for Mercer,
fan choice.
Another fan choice. So if you want to wear your orange and blue, wear
or
orange
white.
and blue. Or white, whatever you want to wear. And then for Alabama, it's navy.
Take your shoes off and count the TVs again. Exactly. Well, in our defense, David, there's two that are shielded here by walls because they're in the dining room. So
yeah, and
unless you know that they're in the corner right there, you don't know they're there. So.
Wait, why take your shoes off? Does he want to see
he's saying use your toes to keep counting. We were talking with.
I don't get it.
I get it, David. It's okay, man.
I'm glad you do, because I don't.
It means you can't count to 10 or can't count to 20 without using your feet.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Maybe you can't count to 10 either.
I don't know.
Anyway, we're here at Late Mark Pizza. Again, there was a great crowd out here during lunch. Really started coming in at about 11:30. They will have their lunch special, keep continuing on till 2. Did you finally get stretched out?
Yeah.
Everything good?
Yeah, I can't sit down for a very long time.
Yeah,
Lucy,
2 hours is a good amount of time. So David said, "Oops, my bad." All right, that's fine. Yeah, but yeah, if you've never been to Late Mark Pizza, come out here and see what we're talking about. Just a cool place to come hang out, and they're open on Mondays and dinner.
A lot of places aren't.
Well, why would you you worked all day, right? You're like, I know you just came off the weekend. You probably were hanging out with friends and you bought dinner and you went out. But Monday, nobody wants to cook on Monday. Who's cooking on Mondays?
Not me.
So come to Late Mark Pizza and get one of these unbelievable deals. The 14-inch or the 18-inch size pizzas. I didn't get the full Monty today, and it's probably my favorite. It's kind of the one that has everything. The full Monty. That's why it's called the full Monty. But the Wilson, I think, is the chef special tomorrow, and the Wilson is marinara base with sausage, bacon, Canadian bacon, pepperoni, and shredded mozzarella for all you meat lovers out there.
Tell them the Auburn Blitz sent you.
Yes.
Hi.
So,
hi. As Lucy's just sitting there trying to eat my pizza.
Right. She wants all the leftovers and stuff. So, but the hours of operation here are awesome. Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Friday and Saturday, they are open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The kitchen closes at 10 though, but you can still hang out. They got a great bar here, all types of different drinks, beers on tap, things that you can have. So it's really, really cool. So we'll be coming back to Late Martin Pizza throughout the summer.
Yeah.
Did you just wave at Lisa?
Yeah.
What if she'd have waved back? So
she talks back to me, so It wouldn't have been surprising.
She'll also turn her back on you when she's mad. So, but the food is great. We can't say enough. Stacy not able to be here today, but she texted us, let us know they're trying to get that other location open
on Thursday.
That's right, on Thursday. So if you're down Highway 49 on that side of the lake towards Stillwaters, go down and check them out, and we'll have some more information. Dang flies, man. That's the thing about being outside.
That was funny.
You have the white fuzzy things floating in there. You got flies and all that kind of stuff, but it's really cool. Hey, and the cool thing about Late Mark Pizza in the winter, they have the roll down, like the plastic that comes out on the outside, and they've got the heater, so you can just come out here and hang out in the wintertime too. So it's year round. It's really, really cool. Stacy and Brett, they do a great job, and we're glad to be partnered with them. All right, let's talk some more Auburn stuff. Zion Ely, we talked about it this morning.
Yeah.
Very, very big time prospect. The number one edge rusher in the country from Maryland, is committed to Maryland right now, but Auburn very much in the mix, and tweeted out an eagle emoji with a question mark. Kind of everybody picked up on that. And when does the Auburn Blitz apparel go on sale and where? We need to start a shop. And in the meantime, if you just like a shirt or anything like that, we're going to try to get some more hats made. You can message.
We need to do a big giveaway for 5,000.
We do need to give a big do. I think we said we would do that when we got to 5,000.
I
We're already
we did
here.
too.
So,
So big giveaway coming.
The white and the blue one.
I know. I didn't have a white one, so I had to tell Brett. So
How did you not have one?
I don't know. You hate me.
Oh, yeah. Everybody can tell that, right? So, yeah, we probably we get a lot of requests for shirts and hats.
I don't know. I'll try to figure that out. I think I can probably do something.
Do a merch store or something?
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Of course you will.
Well, I am sales, so.
You are sales, and
I got it.
Of course. Is that what most women say? Just give me the credit card. I'll figure the rest out. Yeah, when the bill rolls in, we'll figure it out. So, yeah, we'll try to do that, David. I mean, we do get a lot of requests, and we'll try to put some stuff up there, hats and shirts available for anybody to purchase that they want.
Polos.
Hope you do better than you count TVs. David's kind of taking a shot at you there.
I know. David wants to see my toes and is being mean to me. Okay, David.
But he wants a shirt, so
he does want a
shirt.
And
he's willing to purchase it. So we'll try to work that out. All right, so Zion Ely, the number one edge rusher in the country, according to a couple of different.
He's in love with me. That's what it is. Oh, I get it.
Nice.
I get it.
Nice.
Makes sense. Me too. Anyway.
I hope you be in love with yourself. If you hate yourself, you got problems. So, all right. So, Zion Ely putting the pressure on Auburn.
Yeah.
Kind of tweets that eagle emoji out, and so we talk about that, and very, very big get if Auburn's able to get him from Maryland. We'll see how that kind of all plays out.
Yeah, there's been a lot of guys that have come from where he is in Maryland.
We got one on the roster now, another one committed. Also, some news recruiting we talked about this morning. Coach Nix and Coach Austin were in the home of Travis Burgess, the quarterback from Grayson, Georgia. Mm-hmm. So, kind of been the guy that Auburn's targeting in this class.
Yeah. Grayson produces a lot of really good football players, good athletes in general. So I'm not shocked at all. Never wanted to play them in high school. You knew you were going to get your tail whooped. Yeah, so I think any coach from Auburn that if they want to pursue you heavily, they're going and making that home visit.
Right. And don't let, he's rated a 3-star by most recruiting services, but he plays for one of the top high schools in the country in the competition and his numbers. So he's got really good size. Again, you got Deuce Knight and Jackson Arnold and Ashton Daniels in the quarterback room, and you it's just roster management. We've talked about that we're blue in the face. I don't know that you're going to go out, and I'm not saying he's not a highly ranked quarterback. He's a good quarterback. So bottom line is that you got to kind of figure out who you're going to go after and what you're going to kind of anticipate to happen at the end of the year. One of these two guys that we have on the roster probably not going to be here next year. I mean, just be honest about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah. But who would you if Jackson Arnold has a good year? Could possibly go pro.
Yeah.
And then
I want Deuce Knight to stay.
That's right.
I
You want
really
Deuce Knight to start.
I do want him to start. I think he's really talented. And I think some of it
He's not
is
the only one that's talented. So, but yeah, Deuce Knight. I'm not saying you're not going to see him play this year. I'm not. I mean, I think there's a great opportunity for him to play. But I think Jackson Arnold was brought in to be the starter. I mean, I'm just going to stick with that. I think Jason kind of has that feeling, and most all the guys that we've talked to kind of have that. Doesn't mean that's how it's going to play out. I'm just saying,
Just saying.
Got two good quarterbacks though.
Yeah, I think we're comfortable. I think we've got a good quarterback room.
Finally,
if anyone
it's
goes
completely
down,
new.
Yeah. If anyone, that's the thing. It's completely new. So that's where it's like.
So, looking at our roster and kind of wrapping this part up. So Travis, when you look at Burgess, I think he's a guy that Auburn's focused on. That they're like, we can go get this guy, can add him into this class. You need a quarterback. Now you've also got Landon Duckworth. Now, again, that's a guy that you and I'll be headed to South Alabama to catch up with those three guys. 3 of the top 10 recruits in the state of Alabama are all on Jackson's team. And so we're going to – but Landon Duckworth's a guy. So if you get Burgess, you're probably not pursuing Duckworth anymore. I think you probably is it the first to the commitment that Auburn takes? Is it like we're good with either one of these guys? Or do you think they're really trying to push hard for Burgess and then maybe Duck? I don't know. This is all speculation.
Yeah, we don't know anything.
Is Jackson Arnold better than what we had last year? All I can tell you, David, is we sure hope so. We sure hope so.
Yeah.
And I don't think here's the good thing. Peyton Thorne didn't have anybody behind him that really could threaten him. I mean, I know he got benched, but Hank Brown, he wasn't the answer. Holden Gardner had been there for 3 years or 4. He couldn't get on the field. So it was really Peyton Thorne. I think if Jackson Arnold's not getting it done, Deuce Knight's going to step in. I think he's going to slide right in.
I don't think in any way is it solidified with who's the starting quarterback yet.
No, it's not. It's not a given. It's going to be a battle, and you want it to be a battle. You want it to be competitive.
I know Freeze last year when we were having this whole quarterback battle and everything that he was like, it could go all the way up until the day before.
You'd rather not.
I was going to say, I'd hope it's not this year, but I really don't like how.
How what?
I don't know why
you keep rocking your head back and forth.
Well, I don't know why it just naturally wants to sit like this.
Sometimes you notice things when you're looking at a camera. Running back room, running back by committee. Finally got an offensive line you feel like's experienced, got depth. Going to still have to run the football. Babylon B. Yeah, that Babylon B is always funny, David. Yeah, she went up, 9 years? She left a 74-year-old for 83. It's a lie. It's just being funny. Babylon B's not serious.
Yeah, again, I think my dad would freak
but hey,
out.
74, 84, what's the difference?
Yeah, at that point, I feel like the numbers are just way too off.
It's just numbers at that point. All right, so before –
imagine Reese after if he were to be like, really?
I'm going to let y'all handle that. I'm going to let y'all take that up amongst yourself.
There's a bird.
Yep, you better watch. That's a mockingbird.
Oh, yep, I'm scared of those birds. Yep,
they'll attack you, especially if you get around their nest. But
Lucy's going to be like.
So finishing up here at Lake Martin Pizza, I think from the recruiting side of things, we're going to be talking some more about some of the top prospects that Auburn's going to have in for OVs coming up.
Yes, we've got Sedarians coming up soon.
Sedarian coming up. I'll see him today at football practice. Benjamin Russell starts their football practice today at 3:30, so I'm going to be sliding over there.
Tweeting some things out.
Tweeting some stuff out about practice. And Jim wants to know, who does Lucy pick to win?
All right, guys. Lucy, come here. I'm about to pick her up for y'all and show her.
You're not going to pick her up.
Yes, I am.
Just put the camera down there. There's Lucy.
Oh, Lucy. Hi, Mama.
There's Lucy. Lucy makes.
Auburn and
Whoa, bandana.
Bandana on. Say hi. Hello. Are you Mama's angel?
She's bigger than you are. So.
Oh, she weighs more than half.
So Faith showing off her guns there. So
she's 70 pounds.
She's 70 pounds. Showing the guns off. Got to pick it up. I heard your shoulder pop, by the way, when you did that.
I know. I'm broken.
So appreciate you, David. Thanks for tuning in. Who does Lucy? Lucy's probably picking Auburn to go undefeated.
She is. She is. I wish I could bring her on the field like Kirk.
I have no idea what you're saying.
No, I don't
there.
have a Fitbit.
No.
If I had one, it'd be like my beats per minute would be like 130.
130, 140. Hey, shout out to our tennis team. In your interview with DJ, outstanding.
Yeah, everybody go watch
Go check it out on YouTube if you haven't seen DJ.
I'm gonna be honest, it was so much fun to watch. I mean, to film, and then it was so much fun to watch it while I was editing it. And normally, what?
Oh, I was just reading what you said.
Oh, and normally I want to kill myself when I'm listening to myself. But we had so much fun. I was literally sitting there giggling the whole time.
It was a good one. I'll have to admit. I get to be behind the camera for these, and they're always fun. But this one was especially fun.
I can always hear you on the back, and you're just yap, yap, yap. So I always have to mute that one.
Really?
Yes.
I don't. Who am I talking to?
You were talking to Raleigh.
Oh, talking to Raleigh. Okay. I got you.
And I could just hear, and I was like, I wonder what he's saying, but I couldn't focus like that.
We'll try to. Oh, I see what you're saying. Close to the camera.
Yeah, because you know how.
Yeah. It's still picking up the audio there, so but it's not picking up on y'all's audio.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. I was gonna say I'll just go. No, I heard it. That's why I'm saying I didn't know what you were talking about. Mm-hmm. That's why I was confused. But you're talking about actually the phone part picking up. Yep.
And the different channels, but yeah, that one was so much fun, and she played an outstanding weekend.
She had a great weekend
in singles and doubles, so which I'm not surprised at all.
No.
And then we talked about softball a little bit this morning too.
We did. They beat NC State, and they're finished that first round of the SEC tournament.
Yep.
They'll take on Alabama. How awesome is that?
You know, I think it's weird that they didn't play them during the regular season.
It's the way it rotates out. Now, every schedule's screwed up. Like in football, it still doesn't feel right not to play Ole Miss and LSU.
I know, but we're going to play them next year, which, whatever, that's fine. But
it still feels weird. Anyway, when you add Texas and Oklahoma and all that stuff in. So, but again, we want to thank Late Martin Pizza
for having us,
Stacy and Brett, and
we've had so much fun here.
This place is just awesome. I mean, it's just a cool place to come and hang out, and if you're getting off early, the bar is open. Come on out. Not saying go drink a bunch and then go back to work.
Have a drink with Brett.
Yeah, we're not going back to work after we've sat at the bar for an hour. But
which is why we haven't been to the bar, because we have more work.
We got more work to do. A lot more work to do. So we're going to end it up here again. We'll be back with you in the morning for the podcast. Again,
it will be recorded because Brett is going to.
Yeah, I'm going to go turkey hunting.
So I'm hoping that I'll be posting a picture of Brett with a turkey.
I hope so. We're going to try. We're about to give it one more try for the 25 season, which goes out on Thursday. So
yeah.
Hope everybody else has a
best day ever.
That's right. Best day ever, as always. But Laymark Pizza, really appreciate all of you, Stacy and Brett, Marissa, for getting us set up here. And we're going to be back here. Going to be coming around once a month to Laymark Pizza all the way through football season.
Yep, all the way through football season. So we're excited. I've got dinner for tonight.
Yeah, you do. And I do too. So it's big pieces of pizza.
My roommates are going to be jealous that they didn't come. They were going to.
If I see your son turkey hunting, I don't know if I would run into him, David. It'd be kind of awkward if we were in the same place turkey hunting, if we're on the same set of woods. But if I run into a hunter and it happens to be your son, I'll say hey to him. How about that? So, but anyway, Jim said bye, Lucy.
Jim, are you a fan of Lucy?
Jim loves dogs. He likes Lucy. So
she's perfect.
So,
she's a mommy, actually.
So Lucy, and she hears her name down there.
Who is he?
Hey, Laymark Pizza open on Mondays. Make sure you know that. We appreciate it, David. Thank you so much. All of you that have commented today, that tune us in. Hey, thanks to all of you that have helped us get to 5,000 subscribers. 5,000. There's Faith counting again. With the blue fingernails, so you can see them really well. 5,000 subscribers. And again, if you have not subscribed, why haven't you done that? Please go help us.
Don't be fake.
And then go and like the page and spread the word. We will be, where's our next home location?
Next week, we are going to be at
Tess.
Nope.
We're not going to be at Tess's next week? Next Friday? Yeah, we will.
Oh, wow. We don't do another one for a really long time.
I know, because we're doing this one on Monday and then Friday we're off. And
we're going to be highlighting with Tess.
So we'll be highlighting with Tess.
My hair is going to be.
You're going to be doing your hair while we're on the air, and then me and Eric will be doing something afterwards.
Getting my highlights done. I haven't. Ow.
So, yeah, it will be an interesting show for the most part. But love all the people that we've partnered with for on location stuff. It's can't ask for better. And again, make sure you come out to Laymark Pizza. They are open on Mondays. I know I've said that a million times, but make that in your mental, because a lot of people go, nothing's open on Mondays. Everybody nope, not Laymark Pizza. They're open. So
no days off over here.
And do what now? What'd you say? What?
I said no days off.
No days off. There really is no days off here. They close at 9 tonight, so you got plenty of time. Make dinner plans to come out to Laymark Pizza. It is Cinco de Mayo. I know that's Mexican.
Yeah, but guess what? No
that.
One's going to be open because it's Monday, so come here instead.
Yeah, come right here. Come to Laymark Pizza. So, all right, that's going to do it for us here on the Auburn Blitz. Faith and I will be back with you on a recorded podcast in the morning, and then be back with you, Andy and Jim. No, actually, it'll be me and Randy tomorrow at lunch. So we'll have a full day coming to you tomorrow. Again, thanks to everybody. Like Faith said, have
the best day ever.
And a big old
War Eagle.
See you guys next time.